Hello and welcome to Scarlet Lady Tarot. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit before we start this reading, because the main thing is I feel like I keep kind of pulling cards in the similar for the similar reasons, like the same reasons that I've been pulling them, and basically it ends up being about an avoidant. Now, I'm not saying that that's not what's meant to be pulled, because it probably is meant to be pulled. But the thing is that I think we need to think about our vibrations and where we're going in life, because I think the thing is and I'm listening to Abraham Hicks a lot, and she talks about if someone is meant to be in your vibration, that person will be with you. If you're not vibrating and he's not vibrating to the same frequency, you won't be together. And I thought about this is really strange, but an avoidant basically seems to vibrate with you for a very short period of time, and then they lose that vibration, that good feeling, and they're gone. And you are continuing your vibration because you're more evolved in a way. And so then you're more evolved, and then what happens is you end up being brokenhearted because your vibration is maintaining this vibration, but his falls away. It's like he's able to reach that vibration that you're at for a very short period of time, and then he's gone. So I just want to talk about that first. Okay. Let's get into this reading. I'm going to use the same decks that I did yesterday. So this is Lucid Dreams Tarot, this one, and then Romance Angels, and then Oracle of Visions. So, and I've already shuffled these, so. And who knows, maybe this reading will reflect what I just had a conversation with you about. Maybe this time it's going to be a little bit different. We don't know that yet. So, okay. I'm going to go through the cards and then I'll come back. 10 of Cups reversed, family trouble, disconnection, misaligned values, broken or struggling relationship, unhappy home, separation, and disharmony. Ace of Cups reversed, no love, repressed emotion, being let down, feeling disappointed, unfulfilled, and unloved, coldness, emptiness, and emotional loss. Ooh, yeah, I feel like this is like you, but we'll come back. Self-imposed prison of thoughts, limiting and negative thoughts. This is totally what I was just talking about. Victim mentality, trapped, helpless, powerlessness, and victim. Queen of Swords, upright, independent, intelligent, honesty, clear boundaries, direct communication, constructive criticism, objective, and logical. Upright, 8 of Pentacles, workmanship, mastering your craft, focus, dedication, hard work, skill, development, talent, high standards, commitment, and expertise. 10 of Pentacles reversed, financial failure or loss of investment, dark side of wealth, deep family conflicts, conflict over money, breaking traditions. Justice reversed, dishonesty, unfairness, bigotry, lawsuits, legal issues, dishonesty. That was twice. Lack of accountability and retribution. This card came up yesterday. And 5 of Swords reversed. Fair fight, peace after trouble, making amends, reconciliation, past resentment, regret, remorse, cutting loose cutting loose and resolution. Okay, I think this does sort of a little bit talk about where I, kind of where I was talking about our vibration. So, 10 of Cups reversed. This is kind of a departure from yesterday because I think this was the last card in yesterday. I'm not sure, but it was in there somewhere. So I feel like, I'm not saying you've made peace with this, but you know where you stand when it comes to your avoidant. You're like knowing where you stand. You're not in, I think you're kind of you're starting to make peace with it. But I'm not saying you're not feeling lost, because here's the 8 of Cups reversed. You're feeling no love. You're feeling disappointed. You're unfulfilled. You're unloved. You feel emptiness and emotional loss. 8 of Cups reversed. So basically you're still sad about it. I'm not saying you've totally made peace with this 10 of Cups reversed, but you're still, having pain. You're still pining over him in some way or another, and you're still feeling the loss of him. Okay, this is really interesting because this is the 8 of Swords upright. Self-imposed prison of thoughts. This is, look at her. It's self-imposed. You know why this card is self-imposed? It's because she has these binds around her, and they're not even tight. And she just has this blindfold on, and she's thinking, she's got these swords around her, and she's like, well, there's all these people around me with these swords, and I am trapped here. I just can't. But the thing is, it's like you almost stood yourself here, stuck the swords in the ground, put the swords around you, put your blindfold on, and said, nope, here I am. I'm in this prison. I don't want to think anything different. I don't want to come out of my pain. I don't want to let go because I can't let him go because I'm not finished yet. I really haven't made peace with it yet. You're still working on yourself. So I think the next card is kind of saying boundaries. So this is the Queen of Swords. And this is clear boundaries. Basically, if you can step up and go, okay, now I'm willing to really, it's like vibrational boundaries as well, if you think about it. Vibrational boundaries. You've got to make your vibrational boundaries. You know what's important? Your vibration with you and you. That's it. Abraham says that. It's like your happiness and your relationship with you and you is the most important thing you can have. That's it. And if you keep allowing this guy to come in and bother you and basically come and destroy your peace, which is what you're letting him do by him coming back, or pining for him, even pining for him because you're still in your self-imposed prison, right? You're pining for him, which is not basically allowing you to keep your boundaries. And I think you need to work on the boundaries. And that leads us then to the next card, which is 8 of Pentacles. Workmanship, mastering your craft, focus, dedication, hard work, skill development, talent, high standards, commitment, and expertise. You know what I think this is saying is like basically work on yourself. Work on your craft. This is a potter. Look at this. It's a potter's wheel. I'm a potter. Hey. But it's saying get your mind out of constantly pining for him. Get your mind out of that. Start to work on yourself and things in your life. I mean, basically, the 8 of Pentacles is a really physical card, though. It's saying be physical about get involved physically with the world. Not just mentally, not just trying to get your mind out. You know how you get your mind out? Is by doing things physically in the world. Go for a walk, jog, whatever. Go for, work on things physically in the world, whatever you have. Work on your garden, but get your mind out of where it's been, because you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to be able to feel good about yourself and your boundaries and where you're at in the world if you're constantly pining over this guy, because it seems like he's the only thing that matters. But he doesn't matter, really. He hasn't been able to meet you. Think about it like that. He has not been able to meet you where you stand. He was able to vibrate with you for a very short period of time, and then he was gone. Or maybe it was longer, but still, he's not there. He's not there. He's not able. And you know what? You can find so much better. There's thousands of people that you could meet. Thousands. 10 of Pentacles reversed. Financial failure or loss of investment. Dark side of wealth. Deep family. Conflicts. Conflict of money. Breaking traditions. Okay. It's 10 of Pentacles reversed. So basically, I'm thinking in this, what we're looking for here is breaking traditions. If you think about it, you have to grow and evolve. You have to break with the tradition that you've been in. This suffering, this constant pining over this person. You've got to break with that tradition. You've got to move on. You can't stay where you are. It's not doing you any favors except for making you very unhappy. And yeah, maybe it is a financial loss. Maybe this is a partner that you are with that, you were paying, he was paying the rent, he was doing this and that, but you got to move on. You can't, okay, yeah, maybe you're pining for many reasons. Maybe this person was your husband. Maybe this person was, it's possible this wasn't, maybe this was someone that was really important in your life. And maybe you did get a financial loss. Maybe you did suffer. But in order for you to move on and evolve and become a better person, you've got to break with tradition. You have to basically say, screw this. I don't have to be married to this guy. I deserve so much better. I'm going to Italy, going to the Amalfi Coast, going on a vacation with my girlfriends. It's going to be amazing. And I realize that you might be suffering financially. If you are, do all that you can to work on yourself. If you think about it, it reflects back to this. Work on yourself in the physical world and whatever projects you have going on. You can bring yourself out of this 10 of Pentacles reversed. You can do it. You can come out of it. You don't have to be suffering like this. There is a way out. But you have to do it. You have to do the work. You have to do the work on yourself, and you have to do the work on your vibration, and you have to do the work in life, physical work, in order to get you where you want to be. Vibration is one of the most important things. Okay. Dishonesty, justice reverse, dishonesty, unfairness, bigotry, lawsuits, legal issues, dishonesty, or twice, lack of accountability, and retribution. Okay, here's the thing. It looks like you have legal stuff. Not only is like the money thing here, right? You're having issues with the money thing. Maybe you're in the middle of a divorce. And maybe you're not getting a fair shake from the courts. And I don't know what to tell you about that, but I know one thing is that the solution is to work on your vibration. That is straight up the solution. Which I think is leading us to the next card. Maybe you're in the middle of some legal thing or divorce thing. Okay, Five of Swords reversed. Fair fight, peace after trouble, making amends, reconciliation, past resentment, regret, remorse, cutting loose, and resolution. So this is, okay, so even though you're going through all this stuff, right? You've got heartache, right? You've got self-imposed prison. You've got need to work on yourself. Ten of Pentacles reversed, loss. Injustices being served to you, however that is, whether it's family or financially. You can get out of it, and the thing is that what this is saying is that it's going to be made right with you. It is going to be a fair fight in the end. You are going to have peace after trouble. You are going to be making amends, reconciliation. You're going to cut loose. You're going to have your freedom. You're going to have resolutions. So you might be in the midst of this financial, legal battle. But in the end, it's going to pan out for you. And this is what this is saying. Okay. I'm going to pull this for advice, and I might end up pulling other cards, but okay, let's see what this is. Interesting. So this is like a slot machine, right? And this is weird. There's gambling here. This is a woman, she's got the suits on her face in like makeup. And she's rolling dice. And she's playing with the slot machine. And she's got a cat here. There's a cat here, a black cat. And I think that's a mirror. Let's read what it says. This is interesting because this is definitely related to money. Okay, let's see. Let's see what it has to say. Card 21. Lady Luck, fate, taking risks, evaluating the odds, and superstition. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Clint Eastwood in Dirty Harry. This card, card 21, this card is all about evaluating the odds and taking risks. Life is a constant roll of the dice, so you must consider all the pros and cons. While some choices can be avoided, others we are forced to make. Each comes with its own promise of reward or consequences. Our perception of our chances are often influenced by our individual abilities, beliefs, or superstitions. But ultimately, only the lady knows what card she holds. Lady Luck personifies our conceptual approach to luck and fate. Adorned and surrounded by a collection of associated symbols, she offers us another card that will determine whether we have a winning or losing hand. Are we relying too much on luck? Are we struggling to pay our bills, but still buying a lottery ticket? Are we basing important decisions simply on the hope that things will turn out in our favor? If so, good luck and keep your fingers crossed. So that is interesting because, whew. So I think, okay, this is interesting to me because this is what I'm thinking this means. Is that you're just letting luck or whatever determine the fate of your outcome. And you have control of your outcome. You just don't realize it because it's a vibrational thing. If you work on thinking as positively as you can, you don't have to worry about this lady. You don't have to worry about luck being good or bad. It's not about luck, really. It's about your ability to think as positively you can, vibrate as high as you can, no matter what situation you have going on. Grab for the highest vibration you can. Stop relying upon this lady. Stop having to roll the dice to go, oh, well, I don't know. The winds of fate will take me wherever. It's not about that. It's about how you have the ability to control the outcome of your life. Take control of it. You know, here's a black cat crossing your path. Really, are you going to let that happen? You don't have to. You don't have to do that. You have the ability to change your life. Stop letting Lady Luck determine what the outcome is. And you don't have to have money or anything to do this. You can do it on a vibrational level. You can do it in a way that all of a sudden the outcome is to your benefit. And that is what this card is saying right here. Five of Swords is saying that's a fair fight. Peace after trouble. Making amends. Reconciliation. Remorse. Cutting loose ties and cutting loose and resolution. You're going to have a resolution, but you have to work on your vibration. You have to work on making your life better in a vibrational way, in a happiness way. Focus on your happiness. There's nothing more important than that. Nothing. Because if you can focus on your happiness and not let Lady Luck take control, all of a sudden, everything that has been controlling your life all of a sudden will fall away. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I guess I'll pull one of these cards. I'm not sure. It's always interesting to me. Ha! God, these are right on. Let go of control issues. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Okay, so basically you're so wrapped up in the outcome of whatever this is that you are so involved with it on an emotional level that you're basically sabotaging yourself. Because all you can think of is this negative stuff. So basically they're saying, let go of control issues. Stop focusing on controlling everything, which is going to just cause you more heartache and pain. Focus on your happiness. That's the most important thing. They're saying, let go. Stop trying to control everything. You're not going to have a good outcome if you do. Work on letting go. Letting go emotionally, too. That's really important. Because as soon as you're like, oh my God, this is going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's going to happen because you're like bringing it into your vibration. You have the ability to let go. Seriously, follow Abraham Hicks. She's amazing. There's tons of YouTube videos about her stuff. All of a sudden, you're going to be able to take a departure from wherever you were. I feel like I'm really glad that this reading ended up being the way it was, because it's not the same thing that we've been talking about. Here, okay, you have a lot of losses, right? But it's not, and yeah, you have heartache, Ace of Cups reversed. But if you can start to vibrate on a higher level, let go of your control issues, all of a sudden, and focus on your happiness, because that's all that matters. All of a sudden, things will resolve. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. You're going to make out so much better than you ever thought possible. And then peace will be available for you. Because that's ultimately what we really want. Peace and happiness, right? So, okay, I think... Oh, I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck because that's always interesting. What do we got? The World. See, look at that. Wow, yeah. Completion, integration, accomplishment. The World. World travel, bigger picture, evolution, fulfillment, harmony, and sense of belonging, right? Okay, so the World card. That's really amazing. So what that means is that this, whatever this is coming to completion. Well, you know it is. But the end of your struggles is at hand. This is the end of this circle. Whatever this is for you, it's the end of it. You're ready to go. Well, you will, but you're ready to move on. That's great. I'm very happy for you and this card too, because I feel like this is what this is saying. Fulfillment, harmony, and sense of belonging. You are going to have your happiness. You're going to have it. Harmony. You're going to have your peace. This is where you're heading. Isn't that great? That's great. I'm very happy about that. Okay, all right, this is it for the reading. I am available for private readings. Please like and subscribe, and please comment below. I realize I'm really new, and it really helps me if you do, because then I know how people are feeling about the readings. Thank you so much.